The history of British India from 1906 to 1947 was a period marked by growing Indian nationalism, increasing tensions between different communities, and the eventual end of British colonial rule. Here's a chronological overview of key events during this period. In 1905, Lord Curzon, the British Viceroy, partitioned Bengal, citing administrative reasons, but the move was seen as an attempt to divide the Hindu and Muslim populations. In response, Indian Muslims formed the All India Muslim League in 1906 in Dhaka, aiming to protect Muslim interests. The league later became instrumental in the creation of Pakistan. The Swadeshi movement arose in response to the partition, promoting the boycott of British goods and self-reliance. The Indian Councils Act of 1909 introduced limited reforms, allowing Indians to be elected to the legislative councils. It also introduced separate electorates for Muslims, a significant step in the communalization of Indian politics. India contributed significantly to the British war effort during World War I, but Indian hopes for political concessions were largely unmet. In response, Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Annie Besant launched the Home Rule Movement 1916, demanding self-government for India. The Lucknow Pact of 1916 between the Indian National Congress and the Muslim League marked a brief period of unity between the two communities. The Rowlatt Act allowed the British to detain suspects without trial, leading to the widespread anger in India. In April 1919, British troops under General Dyer opened fire on unarmed protesters in Amritsar, killing hundreds in what became known as the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. This event galvanized Indian opposition to British rule. In 1920, Mahatma Gandhi launched the non-cooperation movement, urging Indians to boycott British goods, institutions, and titles. The movement garnered widespread support but was called off by Gandhi after the violent Chauri Chaura incident in 1922, where protesters clashed with police, leading to deaths. In 1927, the British government appointed the Simon Commission to recommend constitutional reforms, but it did not include any Indian members, sparking protests. Gandhi's assault march, Dandi March, in 1930, a key part of the civil disobedience movement, protested the British monopoly on salt production. The movement saw widespread participation but was suspended in 1931 after Gandhi-Irwin Pact, only to be resumed in 1932. The Government of India Act 1935 was the longest and most comprehensive act, providing for greater provincial autonomy and the creation of a federal structure. Despite its concessions, it fell short of Indian expectations for complete self-rule. When Britain declared India a participant in World War II without consulting Indian leaders, it led to political discontent. In 1942, Gandhi launched the Quit India movement, demanding an immediate end to British rule. The British responded with mass arrests, including the detention of Gandhi and other Congress leaders. Meanwhile, the Muslim League, led by Muhammad Ali Jinnah, grew in influence, advocating for the creation of separate Muslim state, Pakistan. After World War II, Britain, weakened economically, faced increased pressure to leave India. The 1946 Cabinet Mission aimed to negotiate India's future, but deep divisions between the Congress and Muslim League made agreements difficult. Communal violence escalated as the demand for Pakistan grew. In August 1946, the Direct Action Day, called by Jinnah, led to widespread communal riots in Calcutta. Finally, under the pressure of escalating violence and the inability to maintain control, Britain decided to partition India. On August 15, 1947, India was partitioned into two independent nations, Pakistan and India. The partition led to one of the greatest mass migrations in history, with millions displaced and an estimated 1 million people killed in communal violence. This period from 1906 to 1947 saw the rise of mass movements, the formation of political organizations, and eventually the violent yet historic partition of British India. The end of British rule marked the birth of modern India and Pakistan. Thanks for watching my video. If you really find this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe my channel. If you have anything to discuss about this topic, you can comment below. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.